You know, growing up, whenever I got on my mom's nerves or I was doing something that I shouldn't do, she told me that she was gonna feed me to the garden gnomes. Which I never quite understood until I loaded up this game today and I saw this sucker with the knife. He looks incredible. Welcome to Gnomes. This is a gnome builder. It's a gnome tower defense roguelike, where we are going to be deploying gnomes, tending to our garden, and preparing our defenses. Seems interesting. This is the demo right now. No clue when the full release comes, so wishlisted. You can find the link in the description down below. Let's start a new game of gnomes. There's 8 different guilds that are seemingly available in the demo as well, which is crazy. So sure, we'll play as the rogues. It's the only one that's unlocked. So we have a house plus 1 gnome population. It blocks enemies. The knife gnome does 1 damage every 0.4 seconds. We got a sunflower that gives us plus 1 money per day, and then we have a die, 1 free reroll per day. Sure, and then we'll hop in. Bunch coming soon on the map, so I suppose we'll play in the forest, and we'll see where things go. Okay. So WASDA to move the camera, we can buy a house. Okay, plus 1 gnome population. Let's just put the house there. That's fine. The knife gnome we can buy. Okay, I see. So the enemies are gonna come from this goblin tent. It spawns regular goblins, and then as we place them, I mean, he'll go straight through my guy. I feel like it's probably a good idea to do something. I need more houses. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, we'll put down another house. I'll put down another gnome, and then the sunflowers, I'm assuming we plant. Yeah, we plant them here. And I'm just going to plant all of them, right? It's like I might as well plant the majority of what I have. They give me plus 1 per day. If they cost 3, I guess I'm trying to figure that one out. Enter the shop. I see. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. So I can spend my money on other things. Obviously, I can't do that yet. Let's start. Let's see how this goes here. So the goblin spawn. I mean, it seems like 1 gnome was probably enough to handle these goblins, but that's okay. Now we have multiple goblin camps. Oh, never mind. It's still a singular goblin camp, but it moved from down here. This is an interesting mechanic. I'm kind of with it. And we don't make any money from doing anything. So we just got the money from the sunflowers. I think it's valuable to keep the sunflowers going here. We can buy bamboo. So bamboo has a cost of 1. It blocks enemies and it spreads each day. Brother, bamboo is a mess in real life. This is life pro tips with Tyler time. If you're looking to buy a house, which I was looking to do a couple months ago, and then frankly the economy was too bad to do it. One of the houses I went to, I live in Cleveland, Ohio, okay? Not exactly the bamboo capital of the world. Somebody had bamboo planted all over their frickin' yard. Do you know how horrible bamboo is for your yard? First of all, how the hell did you get it? But second of all, it spreads like wildfire. You can't get rid of it. It'll start to destroy your driveway. It'll destroy your foundation. It'll destroy everything that you have in your house. If you look at bamboo and you're like, wow, that's so quirky and cool, we should get bamboo, you need to check yourself, okay? Anyway, I'm gonna buy and plant bamboo. Okay, let's just move on to the next day. I feel like we're in pretty good shape here still. My singular gnome he's an animal. He clobbers, okay? He absolutely clobbers. You spawn slightly stronger goblins, which is fine. You think that means that we can hit them for 2 damage, and that's enough? Maybe we do something like this, so each one has the potential to get hit 4 times. I think that it could work. I kind of feel like our worst defense area is over here. So if I can build bamboo to block off this section, Oh, dude, this is kind of interesting. So swamp, I guess there's tiles that do things. Swamp reduces the enemy's speed, which is really quite interesting. I'm going to plant another sunflower. I'm not going to stop until we have the whole damn place filled with sunflowers. That's my current idea. Let's see how this wave goes. Yeah, see, like this being at the angle. Oh, brother, he leveled up. A Bop Doodle Tater Thread. These names are great. Jodactyl Frizzbang. It sounds like I'm watching East-West Bowl in the early 2000s. Javaris Jamar, Javaris and Lamar. Xmas Jackson, Flaxen Waxen. Okay, anyway. Spawns many small goblins. We don't really love many small goblins. But what we do love is kind of forcing them into this area, right? You do damage. How fast do you? You do every 0.35. Yeah, okay, let's put you here. We'll just swap you. I do think that there's a lot of value, dude. I'm loving the bamboo. It's just gonna actually own this entire area, which I think is great. I think that that's excellent. I think that there's a part of me that's like, plant one here as well, because then it'll fill this entire area as well and force. We can basically build it to force them through the swamp if they're coming from the south. The map continuing to expand is such a fascinating idea, by the way. Like, I really, really like that as a concept. Okay, let's go. It's a lot of small zombies, but we are fine. I mean, we are so fine. What's your vibe? Spawns goblins that cut trees. Okay. I can respect that too. Let's get 2 more sunflowers down. Do we know the health of them? They got 4 health. Oh, that's a bit of a problem, brother. Believe it or not, that's a little bit of a problem. Because I don't necessarily have the money. Because you're only doing 1 damage. So it would be like 1, 2, and then that's not enough, okay? I probably should have been purchasing new things instead of just planting sunflowers all day. But I still think that this is okay. Unless, I mean, let's humor something here. Oh, you go through the trees. That's pretty fair. Unless, okay, what if it takes him a second to go through the tree? So we try something like this. I mean, we don't really have a choice for what it's worth. We can also banish things in the shop. So a landmine does 9 damage, single use. Shop has 4 items. Gnomes deal +1 damage when alone. Okay, it's a little wacky. I'm not sure that I would ever use this. The ability to buy relics in the shop is a fun idea, to be honest. And it's not just like abilities on the bottom. I don't think I need the shop to have 4 items, so I'm gonna banish that. Dead goblins fertilize soil. It's an interesting idea too. Let's just send it. I'm gonna hope it takes them some time to chop down trees. It definitely doesn't. Okay. Well, you take a little bit of a hit today. But now we have some more money. We need some more gnomes. I mean, that part is obviously pretty obvious for us here. So let's get it figured out. We can use the house as a blocker, right? So you do something like this. That way you then have the lad come through here. And at that point, you might as well do this. Now, another gnome would be fantastic. I do think that it's most beneficial to just get the plants in. Do we think that this is enough to beat them? I honestly have no clue. But I think you have to bank on yes. I can't move anything, so I mean, we can take a look in here. +1 banish per day. +2 damage if I only have 1 gnome. +1 money per day. I mean, that's just easy. +2 damage, -33% cooldown if you only have 1 gnome. I mean, it is interesting. I don't think so. I don't think that I can straight up kill this gnome. I suppose I could do it like this, and then we would have just this singular guy. Okay. Let's try. So you're gonna kill my gnome. Okay, he's now dead. And now, I mean, this guy kinda goes crazy. He kinda goes crazy. You got a bamboo chopper? Spawn many small goblins. Okay, I mean, we don't love that. This is the place to do it if we're gonna make it happen. We can also plant more sunflowers up here, but let's see some more. I mean, buy this to immediately restore up to max health. Pretty good. Cactuses. Yo, deal a damage when enemies pass through adjacent tiles. That's so good. That's actually so good. The flail gnome does stun. I mean, also really good. I feel like that this is honestly like kind of terrible. I do think that this is like such a good idea though. They give me money and we now have like more damage coming out of them. I think that they just full on consumed it. Holy crap, it's so good, man. It's so good. Okay, the big goblin tent, they have 8 health. That's a little much, okay. That's a little much. This guy does do 4 damage though. So honestly, I'm looking at this and I'm like, that's probably good enough. And then you can humor it even more. You put a bamboo here. They're gonna cycle through. This is a really fascinating little game, man. I'm enjoying this like a whole lot. That's such a fun idea. The amount of manipulation you have in the build makes this makes it really intelligent. Did I just accidentally put the goblin? I think we're fine. I think my cactuses are doing good things. Look at my money. Holy crap. Okay. +1 population from all houses. Nope. Plants deal +2 damage when trampled. I mean, we're doing a plant build, right? I don't even know what kind of build I'm doing, to be honest. A hedge that blocks enemies. +1 per day only grows on swamp and spreads each day. You're so expensive, but you spreading is crazy. I mean, it could be so good. No, I am seeing that issue now. Oh, we got big issues. We got a lot of issues. I mean, it's gonna do damage when you trample the crops. Is it enough? I don't know, to be honest. I mean, this is a little peculiar, I guess. I don't see this ending well. Let's see how it goes, okay? Dude, it actually, like, might work, which is so stupid. We let one get in. That's not that bad. And it grows back. Okay, put bamboo everywhere. Potentially a terrible idea, but put bamboo everywhere, okay? They're now gonna cycle through. They're gonna get hit by my cactuses, which is great. I mean, that's really something fantastic for me. We're gonna put you here. You're doing a lot of damage to enemies, which is cool. My lotuses, I'm going to get them in. You spread each day. I mean, it's actually just incredible. You'll continue to spread to all of those, which will end up doing damage as well. I mean, this is also, holy crap, that's such a good cactus. Okay. Wow, I'm having a lot of fun with this. I just gotta make it to day 16, huh? Fast runs? I'm kind of cruising right now. which makes it really enjoyable, to be honest. Like, quick, fast-paced runs here. I'm having a great time. I'm having a real great time. Okay, keep it going. It's tower defense, but it's very, I don't know. It feels so much more roguelike-y than tower defense-y, which I feel like with most roguelike tower defenses, their tower defense is first, roguelike second. It's like they throw in the other, you know, here's, oh, it's a random map, and then they call it a roguelike. Whereas this is like, you have a lot of builds at your disposal to make happen here, which makes it really interesting. Adjacent crops earn +1 per day. Could be great, to be honest with you. Cost 6, +1 per day. +1 when adjacent to other wheats. +1 per day, +1 when adjacent to other wheats. When will this start to matter? Is I guess the question. So I purchase it for 5, then each one gives me, so after, that's too expensive. You gotta go. What is this, Lantana? Spreads each day, deal 1 damage when eaten, and it's cheap as frick. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna banish the wedding ring as well. +1 heart per day until fully healed. That's amazing. We're at the point now where I can mess around with, I have money, so it's great. Blocks enemies movable, blow things up, no refunds. Allow crops to be moved. Huge for us. Huge for us because I can move our cactuses into better positions. Ah, I don't have fertile ground, man. I don't have fertile ground. Okay. Yeah, that's a problem. Okay, so that's a limitation we have right now. Except I can move. Oh, bamboo's not a crop. It's not a crop. Okay. Deal 1 damage. Spreads per day. I think we're cooked. I think that this build was great until now. Okay. Because I don't think that this lad can beat all of them. It's a lot of small goblins. This is where, like, a singular cactus clobbers, like, most of them. But, I mean, we just don't have... Unless... No, the problem is I can't even get him into the slow area because I can't knock out a tree. I think we're cooked, okay? I think we're cooked. We're not cooked, man. We're not cooked. This guy is just good enough to handle them. So that's amazing. Let's rethink about how we want to do things. It's getting a little scary in my opinion, but it's not horrible. The blunderbussy lad. I would prefer to never say blunderbussy ever again. Nearby gnomes get -20% cooldown. Wow. Okay. I mean, we can just make our guy cracked out of his mind, I guess. The blunderbuss is also, like, a great idea, but I'm going to pass on it. Gnomes have more crit, but more cooldown. It's not good enough. Get 50% less XP, but less cooldown is the dream. It's the dream. +1 per day. Nearby gnomes get +8 XP per day. I'm going to now chill, okay? Because we need to... We need to figure this out. So, Coffee, you would now be a nearby gnome, okay? The bamboo is getting a little ridiculous. The thing is, though, the more bamboo we have, the more damage the bamboo deals when people go through it. So I have to let it spread, man. I have to let it spread. The Lantana was kind of a stupid play because bamboo is basically just Lantana for me. So it's kind of useless. Believe it or not, I think that we're fine. I know this lad he's very large, an armored goblin, but guess what? You're going to die to bamboo, effectively. I think that that's okay. I need a way to remove a crop, okay? Makes ground fertile. That's also really important for what we're doing. Plants penetrate armor. That's also really important for what we're doing. Gnomes get minus 33% cooldown after killing an enemy. God, that's also really good. But I have to not take that yet. Because I have to get... I gotta get a guy here, I think. Then I need fertile ground right here so I can put down a cactus. We've got lads coming from up here too, man. Holy frick. They're entering into cactus hell though. Like they're actually taking a lot of damage from the cactuses and going through the bamboo. I have to imagine that they actually just die. Like I know that seems peculiar. If I could move bamboo, boy, it would go crazy. Only grow on swamp. Gain 2 each time a heart is lost. Gain a banish with each item purchased. I mean, this is fine. I'm worried we're not surviving this wave, though, is really my biggest concern. I fertilized this tile, but that doesn't really help me a lot. I mean, brother, if we're being honest here, I think we're cooked. I think that this build could only go so far. My biggest issue is I'm struggling where to put my guy. And I think it's still here. But there is definitely a part of me that's like, here is seemingly better. It's just the cactuses then are kind of in a tough spot. We can like move you to here and we get some damage on you. Ideally, if I can move this, that would be really good. We need a way to remove bamboo. Let's just go. Again, the bamboo is going to kill some of them. It's a lot of people. Yeah, okay. You got me. I really loved that. I really loved that as an idea. And we've unlocked some new classes, okay? So let's try again. I mean, let's play as the lumberjacks now in the forest. We still got houses. We still have a gnome. This time an axe gnome. He does 2 damage. And then we have a sawmill +1 per adjacent tree. Okay. So, I mean, look. To start, let's just be logical. And let's go pretty heavy on econ to start out here. If I place another one of these, I don't have a gnome. So let's not be an idiot. Let's get a house down. Let's get a gnome down. Ah, he does a little AoE. Interesting. I probably should have also looked to buy an item early. I mean, like, this is not a terrible idea. This is actually a really good idea. I don't need 4 items in the shop, man. I understand it's probably intelligent, but I don't need it. Let's just go with this. And we will not have any problems. This will collect me 6 money to start the day, which is pretty good. I think that we can manage another round. So I'm going to place down another one of these just so that we have econ flowing. Because otherwise we're going to have a tricky time here. He's leveled up already, which is crazy. I'll put you here. You got stronger goblins, but I'll be honest, I'm not really that concerned. So I mean, while we should have definitely put that right here. While we have the ability, we're going to place as much econ as possible, and then I'll worry about the shop. Because I do think that, I mean, these pay for themselves in 2 days at optimum potential. So I like that, actually. I like it a lot. Sunflowers are rough, is really my opinion. I don't think that they're worth it at all. But I suppose, like, this early, because this guy handles things fine, we can probably afford to. I'm a little afraid that this guy's not on a good enough cooldown. Yeah, okay, a couple getting through. But that's okay. I genuinely think that that's fine. Garlic. +1 per day. Nearby goblins take 1 extra damage. And it stacks. Okay. Dead goblins fertilize soil. That can be really good. Okay, that can be really good. I'm gonna take that. Again, I mean, it's a weird one, but I think that it's valuable in the short term, especially because this guy takes longer to hit things. I think that you can go the fertilize plus the garlic, and then all of a sudden, like, you got an interesting play with this. So let's invest heavily in econ again. You're gonna destroy some stuff, but then the negative cooldown makes this go pretty well. Any possible locations for goblins? I mean, I think that this is going to be completely fine. Any locations for goblins to die to bring in the potential garlic is a pretty big play. So we'll max out our sunflowers. I do think that we're just completely fine on this turn. Well, that was a damn lie, to be honest with you. Not the best. Not the best. Okay. I mean, to be fair, this is not going to go well. We need some more juice. Gnomes get -33% cooldown. Fertilize soil at the end of each day. Can also be good. Spreads to adjacent fertile each day. I got so much money. Like, we gotta do something here. I'm building the exact same thing of having no gnomes, which seems like a stupid idea. So let's not do it. Let's instead go pretty heavy on... I'm gonna reroll once here. +1 per day is fine. Gnomes have a -20% cooldown when left alone. I think you can make that work too. Now, the issue is that I would need more houses to place another gnome, which puts me in a really difficult spot here. Because now we're basically going, give me garlic here. And then letting this guy try to kill all of them just in that zone. Unless we do, okay. You do that, garlic here, gnome here. That's kind of okay. I mean, it's pretty bad still, to be honest with you. I think that we just lose here. Never mind. We're fine. Okay. A little dicey, little dicey. We need another lad. I think him leveling up is really what saved us there. Gnomes +1 per day when adjacent to trees. Okay. Sure. I mean, that's great in the forest, right? Give 2 money every time a banish is used. It's going to pay for itself. I'm going to banish the caravan. I don't think it's useful. Gnomes deal +1 damage when left alone. We already have gnomes have -20% cooldown when left alone, so I think that that's fine. This then gives me good reason to buy another gnome up here. So are these guys considered left alone right now? Because I wish there was a way to see that. Like, that would be a really useful... I think that they're considered left alone. which should increase their cooldown at least a little bit. I mean, we should be able to kill these guys with ease. Yeah. Pretty good. This guy leveled up too. I mean, we're bringing in 31 money a day. That's really nice, to be honest. Now you're going to trample my crops, which would be, frankly, quite annoying. This is also an amazing opportunity to bring in some garlic down here. So you're a 4 away. You guys might not be considered left alone. I think we gotta reconsider some things here. And bring in more gnomes, okay? I think that more garlic also really valuable to take more damage. But now I want to get a plant down. I'd like to get another gnome down up here to once again do more damage. I know that the gnomes, you know, we want to yada yada yada, but it's okay. It's okay. I don't need money. Banish the wheat. Gnomes have plus 5% crit. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. I don't need to banish anything else. I'm carrying over money, which seems stupid. I mean, let's put down another money maker if we're gonna carry over money. And then I suppose you might as well. I mean, you could put down like a garlic somewhere. Garlic is effectively the same as a sunflower. Like, there's no reason to plant sunflowers now. You might as well plant garlic. It's like we should be fine. Oh, except for the guys that... Okay, I mean, I'm happy that you just handled that. My guess is that you're considered left alone right now. Again, it would be really nice to see that. To be able to determine if they are in fact left alone. It's tough to tell, right? It's tough to tell. Like, I don't think these guys are left alone at all. I think that this is basically just your toast through there. This is big boy goblins coming in, but again, I'm not really concerned. And then garlic stacks, right? So the more garlic we have in, the even happier we're going to be. What else do you have? I think that that's completely okay. When goblins destroy things, immediately refund them. Sure, yeah. Plants deal +2 when trampled. I don't think that I need this. But to be honest, it can be nice, right? It can be nice. Gain a banish with each item purchased. And then don't I have where every time I banish, I get money? Or am I crazy? Yeah, gain 2 each time a banish is used, so that pays for itself. Let's go. I think we're fine. Like, genuinely, I think we're completely fine. We may have some messy rounds soon, but for now, I'd say that things are okay. Let's make sure that we... I mean, these guys are 100% considered left alone at this point. Absolutely no fear at all about that. Allows rocks to be moved. Allows crops to be used. Peppers, nearby gnomes get crit. It's pretty good because the crit then... Crit stacks, right? So now... Or crit gives us things. We don't really have anywhere to put it, but that's okay. Reroll me once. Gnomes can stand in the swamp. Gnomes have more crit, but more cooldown. Adjacent crops earn +1. I'm gonna banish that. +1 per day, adjacent ground becomes fertile. That's pretty valuable. I'm gonna banish these. I think that the coffee is freaking great, okay? I think it's like really, really good. I think you get another gnome in, to be honest with you. I think that is very nice. Then you can get another lad right here. You bring in a coffee right here. And then, like, ideally, you would force them to not go through my coffee plant. Yeah, so something like this. No clue if these guys are considered left alone or not. Unless left alone means they're just not next to each other. Maybe that's what it was showing. But then I don't know why you would do the full, like, big green grid. I think we're going to be fine, is the honest truth here. There was never any chance of that failing. Okay. 50 money is just insane. The wizard gnome. I'm sure it's good. Goblin amounts are doubled. Seems pretty bad. I'm just gonna be that guy to say it. +1 population from all houses. I mean, buy the spear gnome and then re-roll. We're looking for things. Crits do more damage. Sure. Gnomes have +10% crit when left alone. Sure. I mean, re-roll me again real quick. Spears get +1 damage per adjacent spear. We don't have spears. Exactly 2 gnomes touching, they share their attack cooldown. It's interesting. I still think cactuses are very, very good, but now I'm out of potential down here, which is, it's scary. Got some excellent vibes around here right now, because we can now go cactus here. This lad's doing nothing. So we can put him... I mean, believe it or not, he can go here. And it's not trash. Which is cool. This guy's still in pretty good spot, but I'd rather it be like that. Then you can go cactus there. I think it's really good. I think it's really good. Day 12. Send it. Yeah, we're gonna kill most of these guys before anything. I mean, they're beefy. I'll be the one to tell you, they're beefy, but you never even made it to my final gnome. Okay, this is disgusting. Then we'll get a guy. I think that you need your best guy up here. Gnome can't stand the swamp. I get it. Can we block this off? Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Okay. We'll put a cactus here to trickle some of them. I think that another gnome is valuable here. We'll put down a spear lad here. I still think it's valuable to have this guy here, although now you're in a little bit of a tough spot, unless we do something like this. And then we can put down... we could put all kinds of stuff down here. We can go with a coffee. Yeah, we can go with a coffee here, and then a garlic here and here. And then, I mean, at this point, this guy should go here. And then we want to funnel them to the right or to the left. So let's just blockade this. Kind of annoying, but it's effective. Okay, it's effective. You're gonna try to go through there. Let's put down one more coffee here. Ideally, I should have put the gnome here, and then, yeah. I think it's fine, to be honest with you. Is getting a little spicy. I mean, like you got a lot of stuff going on, but I think it's going to be okay. They're chopping down a lot of trees, which there's actually some value in trees being chopped down. Yeah, I mean, we handled that with ease. Econ makes this, it makes it pretty good. I don't care about them gaining XP now. That's completely fine. I can't even restore health. Executioner's Hood is just great. Gnomes deal +1 when adjacent to houses is probably great. Axe gnomes deal more damage. That's also great. Then we can just set up... You've only got a couple guys coming in. I mean, this is going to be... This is going to be disgusting, brother. It's going to be a mess for you. Let's get... So you want houses in order to do more damage. You want coffee to hit a little bit faster. You also theoretically want coffee, but I mean, it's fine. We can put this sucker right here. I mean, they're probably not left alone at that point. And we don't want them to go through there. Sure, we'll do this. Coffee here. The beans are, they're really nice, man. They're really nice. Just to get some more fertile ground going. It's like putting the beans anywhere helps. I still think that we probably just think, I mean, we just body you here. My singular guy is doing enough to body you, which is great. It's day 15. We got goblins coming from everywhere. Spawns the King's Guard, okay? So these are all the King's Guard. Am I afraid? I mean, like, not really. Not really. Give a house right here. I should not have put a house right there when we had the ability to put down coffee or something, but that's fine. There's a lot of good stuff here. Let's put you here instead. Then it's like genuinely hard to find spots for the spear guy. And then we still have a lad down here. I'm most concerned about this lad down here, if I'm honest with you. Which is why I'm going to supplement a lot of the path here with cactuses. And to be honest with you, I'm going to bring in another guy. I'm just going to go with another spear guy here. I think that most of this is completely fine. You can maybe put another guy here. Just to, you got 3 guys on that lane, you got 4 guys on this lane for both of these. I mean, at that point, you might as well put in another. Do I think this is good enough? I think it's not great still, but I think that it's fine. And I'm just going to put down beans to supplement some of the areas. We got full health, so I think that's kind of okay. I mean, yeah, these guys they're beefy, right? They're beefy. But no fear at all. The goblin boss is coming from here. But there's people coming from literally everywhere right now. Allows crops to be moved. It can be really nice. I mean, every time I banish, I get stuff, okay? So, do this. And then banish this. Gnomes gain damage adjacent to trees. That's fine. Allows crops to be moved, I think, is actually kind of valuable. But then we're going to go a little banish crazy. Because this just gives me money. Gnomes use +1 population, but deal +1 damage. That's completely fine. I can plant more houses down. That's easy. Allows rocks to be moved. Don't care. Gnomes +1 per day when adjacent to a swamp. We don't care. Plants penetrate armor. We don't care. We don't care. I have so much, man. So much. This is fine. It saves our population. Banish this. I genuinely can't banish it, I don't think. I've banished every item in the game. Okay. That's good. That's good. I know that seems not good, but it is good because that helps me out here. We can now set up some more gnomes along all of these lines here. You just need lads, right? You need lads. We're also going to block so that you guys have to come through here. I'm gonna get another gnome down here. And you just keep it going a little, okay? It's a lot of people. It's a lot of people. Maybe messy, maybe messy. But I don't know. I mean, I think that it's gonna be fine. I think it's gonna be fine. Let's just send it. Let's see what happens. The Goblin King is here. He's got 70 health. Okay. We're fine. The Goblin King has died. I mean, we have to kill this guy right here. We did it with ease. We did it with ease. We done it. We done it. The gnomes, brother. The gnomes, they have been bested. I've unlocked the swamp. The endless mode is in a beta, but that does sound like fun as well. Dude, what is there to say? But this is really fun, right? This is such a good idea. I kind of just want to see the swamp. Okay, it's just more swampland and way less trees. So there's a lot more having to deal with. Yeah, I mean, this is a lot harder because your sawmill is less good on this map. So the rangers are going to be a lot harder on this one. I think that this is a really intelligent little game, man. I think it's a lot of fun. They obviously, like, for it to truly be great, it needs the fact that I went through the entire item pool. It needs to have more items. You know, more unique things, more roguelike-y, bash it in and see what can happen. But I think the foundation here is super solid. I think it's a really fun idea. I think that the farming component works really well. And I think that the tower defense is very approachable and very good. I enjoyed it a lot. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed, as always, liking the video much appreciated. Check out Gnomes, link in the description down below. We'll be waiting for the full release. Have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.